Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
The Albia After Prom Haunted House is open Friday and Saturday nights in October from 8 to 11 p.m. Admission is just $10. Free parking at the Monroe County Fairgrounds in Albia. It's the Albia After Prom Haunted House. Fridays and Saturdays in October from 8 to 11 p.m.
We hope to see you there.
The Watch Your Opera House presents the Midwest Country Music Organization New Artist of the Year, Jordan Beam, featuring John Griffiths. This Saturday at 7 p.m. Tickets are just $10. Get them at watchyouroperahouse.org or get them at the door. See one of the Midwest's best with Iowa's Jordan Beam this Saturday night, 7 p.m. at the Watch Your Opera House.
As these Iowa skies,
Delta Fire and Rescue presents the Delta Haunted House at 109 North Center Street in Delta. Admission is just $10 per person. The Delta Haunted House is open each Friday and Saturday throughout October and on Halloween night from 8 to 10 p.m. Food and drinks will be available for purchase. And now accepting cash and most major credit cards. It's the Delta Fire and Rescue Delta Haunted House. Fridays and Saturdays in October and on Halloween night.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Hawkaholics podcast. Cheers, my friend, man. We got a lot of things to celebrate after last week, man.
Yes, we do.
Welcome to the Hawkaholics podcast, presented by Hawkeye Heaven. I'm your host, Brad, along with my co-host, Brandon.
How you doing,
What's
guys?
up, dog?
How
you doing?
Man? Oh, dude, Saturday was just a dream, man. It was probably the best game of football I've seen in a while. The day started out really good. I had a buddy who is a frequent follower and listener to our show, Marty Polka, who invited me to his wonderful tailgate, him and his brothers have put together, and they have a wonderful setup at 120 Gulfview Drive in University Heights, but it's technically an Iowa City address. And check this out. So it is called Hawks to Go, and they do shots for kids, as they call it. They have t-shirts. The main guys have t-shirts called Shots to Go. Now, so far, these guys have raised between $29,000 and $3,500 for kids alone. Now, this is through halfway through the year. Check this out. So, and then Saturday they made about $2,700, and then they closed, and then they matched the funds with $5,540. So, not only do you get to hang out with fellow Hawkeye fans, but they have an amazing setup. And an announcement I'd like to make is the Hawks to Go is wanting to partner up with us at Hawkaholics. So we are going to advertise them. And it's for a good cause, ladies and gentlemen. It's for the kids, and everything goes to them. So we will advertise this place. We have 3 more home games. I would love to see you there, because Brad is off in his beautiful little fantasy island down there in Florida. Well, now he's basically in New York, but
I'm basically in Canada, my friends, right now.
Yeah, technically, yeah, true. So going forward, when they post stuff, I will put it on our Hawkaholics page. That goes for everything. Now we got Twitter, Facebook. Eventually down the line, we'll get an Instagram. But anyway, let's talk about the game, dude. This is what I've been looking forward to all week. Let's do this.
Hell yeah, man. This thing, man, exactly what we've been saying all year long, dude. We finally put together a full game.
And I was nervous, though. I always am. But Washington showed some, Washington, I thought, was going to be a much tougher opponent than what they showed. Now, whether that be that they flew across the country to see us, and this was like their first real intimidating Big Ten environment, which it shouldn't be because they were in the national championship last year. So there's no
Right.
and Super Bowl against Texas. So there's no reason that they should have been intimidated and performed like this. Now it's not the same team, but there's still players on that team that played last year in both those games and went undefeated. Right. So, and then, oh, look at that. Just see in the beginning, man, this is where it just got gnarly. Look at this.
I don't ever worry about that first drive. That's a scripted drive.
Now watch this.
No, the block.
Block that sucker.
See, that's one thing I never think too much into that first drive. Even the second drive, that thing is scripted, and they had practiced that the entire week. Trust me. So
that looked like that brisked off. I want to say Yaha's hand.
It did. Yep, he got the block on that one.
Break his fingers off.
But see, this drive, this was huge.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the play calling on this drive, man, was phenomenal. I mean, Johnson there, 2 back-to-back 10-yard runs. I think we go and, a 10-yarder to Lachey, yep. And then he's going to turn around to Weechin. He's going to take it for a first down.
Are we surprised?
Moulton here for a huge one. Or was that – I think that was Caleb Brown still. Or Caleb Johnson. Now I think it's Moulton's. But they put together a drive of huge chunk plays. Huge, here it is. And it was awesome to watch this drive. And then not only that, we cap it off with a touchdown, which, hey, a lot of people are starting to doubt Sullivan because he's had some mishaps down the red zone. He had a fumble. He cost him a timeout. Listen, we have scored a touchdown on every red zone package since Iowa State, since he's come in there, except for one time when we're down there. One time. When we get down inside that 5-yard line where we struggled against Iowa State, which cost us the damn game, they have been great. He has been great. He's not going to be perfect, man. I mean, everybody has their issues. We're sitting there getting on this dude because he slipped one time. He cost him a timeout one time while the other dude's just not doing a thing sometimes. It happens in football. Right. And then we start settling in. I mean, they're going to get the touchdown here, right? I mean, their second drive scripted too, just like ours.
Exactly.
But it was, to me, this was textbook Iowa, dude. We bend, and we did not break this one. And then special teams came up big, and, man, I think Lester called his best game all around in this one. And it gives me hope. And just to see I don't know, did you watch much of the interviews with the players after? Did you get a chance to watch that?
Oh, yeah.
Seeing some of the excitement in these skill players when they're getting interviewed for once is awesome to see.
Impressive.
It's a breath of fresh air, man. I mean,
I agree.
Think back to last year. What was every skill player saying? Oh, we're gonna get back to work and we're gonna try to get this thing going. Now we're hearing, oh, we had that play loaded up for months. He was just waiting for the right time to call it.
Exactly.
That's phenomenal.
I agree.
When we get that means, I know we're only 6 games in. It's still a lot of the season left to go, dude. But, dude, that is like optimism for Iowa Hawkeye fans, dude.
It is, and I'm looking forward to it, man. And like, just this impressive. Like this whole thing to me was impressive.
Aaron Graves, dude, huge day again. What do you have? 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. There's one.
Something like that, yeah.
Guy was eating, man. He was eating, dude.
True.
We need much more of that. Much more of that. But how about Stevens, man? His day, dude. He had a great day too. What was he? 4 for 4?
4 for 4. 4 for 4. Yep.
And then 4 for 4 on extra points too.
Yeah, he didn't miss one. Like, and I think we get I believe we got 2 blocks, or it was either a block and a miss. I can't remember specifically. I'd have to I should have rewatched it. That was one thing that I said I was going to do on my way out of the stadium, and I never did. But just money.
There's the receiving touchdown there.
Yeah,
Showing a little different side, dude.
Oh yeah,
yeah, man. I didn't get to watch much of it. Look at this. How do you lose him? Like, I was best offensive threat. You just let him go out in the flat like that.
They just did. Somehow, some way, they just did.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him, man. And more people need to lose track of him because he had another stellar day again. What did he finish with? $160?
Something like that. Look.
Give or take?
Yeah, about
$168.
Three
total touchdowns again. Has he broke 1,000 yards? That's what I need you to look at. I think he's sitting close.
Let me look that up.
You're my stat man here.
Well,
my stat guru, baby.
I'm having internet issues. Come on, go back. There we go.
Notice you were a little robotic there for a minute on me.
937. There he. Hey, Timmy, come here. I was wondering.
What up, Tim?
What's up, buddy?
Not quite 1,000, so he'll break 1,000, and then obviously this week, no doubt about it. No doubt, no question, dude. Yeah, there was the miss, or no, that was the make that you said was a miss. Oh boy, we're gonna have to.
That's
you were in that end zone, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I can't really point, but
isn't this it?
Yellow. I was in yellow section. Yes.
This was
I was
it.
A lot
this was the field goal.
So I wasn't lower. Obviously, I said I was down, like right below the jumbotron. So I didn't. It to me looked like it went wide right. So
this is your time to tell us, man. You were there. I mean, the players agree with you.
Well, don't we have to save that for later? But yes, before we go into the segment towards the end, I will say yes, it was a miss. The referees are idiots. However,
good therapy this weekend,
especially after a win.
Hell yeah, a dominating win too. There's Marty.
See, I didn't realize Moosey sat
what up,
right.
Marty?
I didn't realize Moose sat like close to me because maybe he didn't. I don't know. Hey, there we go. Man, everybody. Yep. Thank you, Jeff.
Facts.
Thank you. Thank you. Just like in 2002, that game's gonna haunt me for like a while, probably the rest of my life.
This is my favorite game too this year so far, man. That was. Again, we talked about it all the previous games. Like, can we see this team put together a whole 4 quarters of football? And we finally saw it. And it was dominating, dude. It was like, I did not expect to put up 40 points on a team that was just in the national championship, regardless of if they lost their coach, regardless of if they lost some key players. Like, this is not something Iowa ever did.
No.
At least the times that I can remember.
No,
and then I got to share this one. So this is my stat of the day here. I got to pull this bad boy up, dude. Hold on one second. When I saw this, it just ties into everything Iowa fans have been saying for a long, long time. Man, I got to find my right things or nobody's going to.
I got a comment from Moose.
Right here. Look at that.
Moose, we were the same row, by the way. I was just way higher, but yes. So you could actually see the thing. I could see it above the goalpost, and I even saw that it was no good. But we still won. If that would have done the game end, then we would have fought some people.
Look at it. But that stat there, man. Look at that. What's that tell you about how good our Iowa's defense has been, how good special teams have been? 21 points is all you need, and we're unbeaten since. when we do that.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
Tim? Yeah, I was about to pull that one. And
I love that.
Tim, crazy thing is, though, is who's going to beat them in the Big 12? BYU is about it.
The Storm and Mormons, man. Come on now.
Honestly, that's about it when you think about it. Oklahoma State does not look that good. K-State might get them. K-State's looked – they kind of had a roller coaster, but but Oklahoma State is not it. Texas Tech is not it.
I would say, just to be a smart ass, I would say Colorado because, they're so good.
Yeah, don't be a smart ass.
Even though they just lost.